Hello, welcome to our yoga practice today. Today we are working on our sun salutations. So go ahead and get on a mat. You have optional blocks. And we're just going to start in a child's pose here. Just start to connect with the earth. So go ahead and let the arms and the head fall onto your mat. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Stay here and start to relax. Start to find your purpose for today. So if you're here to strengthen, or just kind of find a gentle routine through yoga. Finding the light within yourself. Good, when you're ready, let's start to add in some movement. So lift up your head, lift up your forearms, and just creep your fingertips a little farther along the mat. And then go ahead and walk your hands over to one side, coming off the mat. Exhale, maybe let your forehead fall to the earth again. And gently try to bend that middle arm, the one closest to your center midline, just giving you an extra side stretch. Next, inhale in, lift the head back up, walk your hands through center and over to the other side. Drop your head back down. Exhale, sink the tailbone to the heels. When you're ready, inhale, walk your hands back to center. Exhale, bring your hands and body up to tabletop position. Let's find just a couple rounds here of cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the shoulders, tuck the chin. Inhale, go through that motion 2 or 3 more times. And then I want you to find neutral position. Let's just open up our wrists here. We're going to be on them since we are doing our salutation. So we're going to do some planks here. So flip the fingertips to the knees. And you can continue those cat-cows, or you could rock back and forth. Draw some circles around the wrists. Find some openness here in those wrists. Good, if you are doing those circles, go ahead and go to the other direction. And when you're ready, let's flip one back hand to the earth, 1 or 2 here, and just gently lean back. Switching to the other side, back hand presses into the mat very gently. Beautiful. Sit back in a hero pose, shake out the wrists, and then replant the hands wide, curl the toes under, lift the hips. Let's find our first downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Back is nice and flat, ears are in line with those biceps. And then let's walk the feet forward. Find a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out that spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Sweeping the arms up high, finding that upward salute. Bringing your hands to heart center. Good, you can let them drop here, finding our first mountain pose. Rethink of your purpose here. Take an inhale and exhale. Go ahead and bring your arms to a cactus arm position. And let's find some standing cat-cows. Feet can stay hip-width distance apart, or you can bring them close together. Inhale, open up the chest, bring the elbows back. Exhale, round the shoulders. The forearms touch here. Exhale. Inhale, come back to that standing cow pose. Exhale to cat. Try this a few times. Really moving through the spine here. Good. When you come back to that cow pose, as we exhale, let's send our right elbow over our left, coming into eagle arms. Back hands can stay together, or you can twist, palms finding each other. Wherever you're at, you're pulling your elbows away from the chest. And then those elbows can draw a line here. Just finding a nice deep stretch in between the shoulder blades. Breathe in, pull the elbows away. Exhale, release the arms. Good, let's come back to that standing cow pose. Inhale in, open the chest. Exhale, bring the left elbow now over the right. Pull those elbows off of the chest, pull them away. And then find that sweet spot. So sometimes with the elbows lifted away, you can kind of point them towards your toes, or you can point them to the sky. Sort of moves that stretch along those rhomboids. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Let's head into our first salutations for today. So let's just tuck the chin, roll the spine. Find a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Finding our Tadasana. And with these sun salutations, you can add in that upward salute if that feels nice. We're going to go through that 2 more times here. So, tucking the chin, rolling the spine, finding that forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Mountain pose. Good. Last time here without any direction. I'll just say the name of the pose here, but kind of just flow it through here at your own pace. Ready? And go through your half salutation. Tadasana. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Tadasana. Beautiful. So any point in time during our practice, you can always come back to those half salutations. Let's add to our flow here. So let's tuck the chin, roll the spine, find that forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Plant the fingertips here. Let's just step the right toes back. Inhale, lift the chest, find our low lunge. Exhale, let the palms fall to the ground. Step the foot back, find your downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees down. Sit the hips back. Let's find a puppy pose here. So that's where our hips are lifted. The head and elbows are lifted off the ground. Inhale, really stretch away. Sort of just like a cute little dog stretch. And exhale. Next inhale, let's bend the elbows. Shoot the forehead to the top of your mat. Elbows are back. Keep that tailbone lifted and then bring that belly to the earth. Inhale to a cobra or an upward facing dog. Exhale, find that downward facing dog. Good, moving on to the other side. Let's sweep the right toes up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the heel of the hand, find that low lunge. Exhale, step the foot next to the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Finding that mountain pose or an upward salute. And let's move back down. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, let's plant the left toes back this time. And then inhale, find that low lunge. You can always rise to a high crescent lunge or just stay here. Exhale, step the right toes back, downward facing dog. Lower the knees, keep those toes curled. Find a nice puppy pose, lengthening the tailbone and the fingertips away from each other. Next, inhale, keep this pose here. And just shoot the head to the top of the mat. Elbows shooting back. Uncurl the toes. Inhale to a cobra. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Sweep the left toes forward. Find that low lunge here just one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, rise. Okay, let's go to our more traditional sun salutation A. So tucking the chin, folding over, coming to a half lift. This time let's step both feet back, finding our plank pose for the day. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to that cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. This time, instead of going to mountain pose, we're just gonna hop both feet forward. Set the glutes down. Lift the heels. Find our boat pose. Knees can be bent or straight here. Arms can be reaching out. Just adding in a little heat here to our core. Maybe lengthen those legs here for a moment. Next, exhale, release. Lean forward, plant the hands, hop the feet to plank. And then go ahead and float the feet to the top of your mat. Find a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Moving on here, let's switch up our sun salutation A. So go ahead and gently roll the spine. Find a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. And from here on out now, I want us to hop our feet from plank and to forward folds. Good. All right, let's just lower down here. And then let's slide our palms forward. Drop your forearms to the ground. Inhale, lift the gaze, find a Sphinx pose. Inhale here, try to lift the belly button high to the nose. Then let's clasp the hands together here. On that next inhale, let's prepare. Exhale, curl the toes under, lift the hips up, press the forearms into the earth, find your forearm plank. Inhale in. As you breathe out, send those hips back, find a dolphin pose so you can creep those toes forward here. Send the hips high. And exhale, come back to that forearm plank. Continue that exhale, drop the belly, release the hands. Inhale to that Sphinx one more time. Exhale, slide the palms back in line with the chest and find your downward facing dog. Hop the feet to the top of your mat, forward fold. Half lift. Fold again. And rise. Find your Tadasana pose. Good, one more time here. Exhale to Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Plant the hands. Hop to that four-limb staff pose. Lower yourself down to the earth. Inhale, slide the palms forward. Forearms drop to the earth. Sphinx. Inhale here one more time. Exhale, bring the hands together, curl the toes under, find that forearm plank. Inhale to prepare. Breathe out, send the hips back. Creep the toes towards your nose. Find that dolphin pose. Option to stay here, or you can inhale, lift one heel nice and high, just for a few moments, and then bring it to the other side. Beautiful, walk it back to that forearm plank. Lower your hips down, release your fingers, inhale to Sphinx. Exhale, bring the palms back. Lift the hips, find your downward facing dog. Float the feet to your hands. Coming into that half lift as we inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Beautiful. All right, let's switch up our salutations here, bringing it to Sun Salutation B. So your feet can be shoulder width apart, or they can be close together. Let's inhale, sweep the arms forward. Exhale, sit the glutes back. Find that chair pose. Beautiful, unfold over. Inhaling to that half lift. Hop the feet out to plank. Let's find a chaturanga to an upward facing dog. Back to down dog. Good, inhale that left heel up to the sky. Sweep it forward, spiral down that back heel. Inhale, rise. Warrior one. Find a nice strong stance, hug in those legs. And exhale, plant the hands, lift the heels. Step the feet back to plank. Find your flow. So you don't always have to take one inhale to one exhale as you switch poses. You can stay in that upward facing dog for longer than half a breath. Moving on to the other side. Inhale the right heel up to the sky. Sweep it forward. Spiral down that back heel. Inhale, lift the body, lift the hands. Find your warrior one. And exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back to plank. You know the flow. Find chaturanga to upward facing dog, back to down dog. Hop feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to chair pose. And rise. Mountain pose. We're gonna switch up our Sun Salutation B here. So let's stand a little bit more to the middle of our mat here. Feet hip width distance apart. We're gonna go into a crow pose, so if you tend to use blocks for those, you can set those up here. If not, go ahead and inhale, lengthen the arms, exhale, sit the glutes back. And just continue to sit the glutes down. Eventually your heels will come off the earth. Then you're gonna just let your palms fall onto the earth. And they won't stay here. So knees are gonna find the outer edge of your triceps here. So you may even have to lift on your tiptoes. And then next inhale, we're gonna lift that tailbone to the sky. Our palms are gonna slide back. And you may have to readjust your feet or your hands or even your knees. That's okay. And then lean forward. Bring that gaze to the top of your mat. Lift the tailbone high. As you lean forward, your toes will fall or float off the earth. Inhale, push the ground away from you. Exhale, plant the toes. You can walk your feet to plank here and find that chaturanga. to an upward facing dog, back to down dog. Good. Let's head into those warrior ones. So inhale that left heel up to the sky, sweep it forward. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, lower down. Step back to plank. Good. So we're gonna find that crow pose again. So hop the feet wide to your hands. Bend at the elbows. Knees find the outer edge of your triceps. And I want you to take a look at your arms here. They should be almost in a chaturanga stance. Good. Find your crow pose. Maybe hold it here longer than a breath or two. Let's find about 8 breaths. Keep breathing here. Good. Go ahead and set the feet down. Walk your feet to plank. Find a chaturanga to an upward facing dog. Find that down dog. Onto the other side, lift that right heel. Sweep it forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, sweep the hands back down. Step back to plank. Let's hop the feet wide, back up to your hands. Let's find that crow pose. This time as you float into crow pose, I want you to hop out of it. So wherever you're at, maybe just one foot floats off the ground or both feet. On that next inhale, prepare. And exhale, shoot out either to a plank or a chaturanga. So your arms should already be in chaturanga form. So when you hop out, you should land in that chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Find that downward facing dog. All right, let's take a child's pose here. Take a little break from those wrists. So you can open your palms to the sky. Beautiful. When you're ready, come back into that downward facing dog. Hop the feet to the top of your mat. Find that forward fold. Maybe even roll out your wrist here. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to chair pose. And rise. All right, let's go through that sun salutation view one more time here. You're almost done. This time, since you kind of know the hang of it here, you can kind of add a little bit more you to the flow. So again, if you're using blocks here, you could use the blocks here for the entire flow. So I'll just place them here for those who do want to use those blocks. If not, find the middle of your mat, hip width distance apart. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale to chair pose. Keep sitting this chair pose down, glutes to heels. Let the hands fall. So with blocks, you may have to readjust your hands. Inhale, lift the hips high, lift the heels. Triceps find the outer edge, knees find the outer edge of your triceps. So with blocks, it is a little harder to almost lift the feet because your hands are higher off the ground. But once you're on them, it feels less like you're gonna fall on your face because it's sort of giving you a lift here. Good. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to down dog. Good. Starting with our warrior ones. Just pick one side. Send that foot forward, spiral down the back heel. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, replant the hands. Step the foot back to plank. Hop the feet to your hands. Find your chaturanga arms. Inhale to your crow pose. Once you've found a breath or two there, inhale to prepare. Exhale to chaturanga. Good. Finish off that flow, find a downward facing dog. I'm gonna hop my feet now back to my hands. If you wanna keep those blocks, keep them. For this last one, I'm gonna do it on the earth. Plant the hands. Find your crow pose. Hug the inner thighs close without moving them. Imagine someone pulling on your tailbone. Lift the gaze to the top of your mat. Good, hug in the body. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Find that down dog. Float the feet to the top of your mat. Release the head and shoulders. Release the wrists. Maybe press your back hands to either the earth or some blocks here. Breathe here. You've made it through your salutations today. Just take a moment to breathe. Maybe draw some semicircles around your mat. All right, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, one more chair pose. And rise, mountain pose. Good, thank you so much for being with me today. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe or ask some questions. If you want to join me in Savasana today, then go ahead and make your way onto the earth. Bring your blocks back to the front of your mat. Roll the spine onto the earth. Lengthen out your legs. Take a breath or two here. Just start to empty out your air here. So inhale here for about 6 or 8 counts. And exhale for about 2 counts longer than your inhale. Pushing that belly button to the spine. Gotta do a few more breaths of these, just gently releasing and empty out any air that's kind of been held into your chest for this practice. Close your eyes. Maybe lift those shoulder blades off the ground and physically lower them to release the spine and the neck. Legs are lengthened out, palms are facing the ceiling, arms are down by the sides. If you need to take a modification with your Savasana, go ahead and take that. Breathe in and breathe out. I leave you here in Savasana. Go ahead and bring your thoughts back to the mat. You can readjust your pose now. If you are wanting a longer Savasana, then go ahead and just stay in this pose. If you'd like to come out of this pose, maybe open and close your eyes. Bend at the knees. And exhale, hug in those knees into the chest. Let them rock side to side. And then let them fall over to a favorite side here. Stacking all the joints. Gaze turns to the earth. Wherever you're at, inhale. Let the body rise a little bit. And then exhale, sink into the earth. Good, take 1 or 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, press back up into your seated or hero pose. Hands make their way to heart center. And then bow your head and bow forward as a respect to your presence here today. Namaste.